Hello, friends. Welcome to Circle Time. I am Caroline from the Khan Academy Kids team, and I'm here today with my friend Sophie. Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Caroline. Hi, friends. I am so excited to be here for another day of circle time with you all. How are you feeling? Hmm. Oh, Caroline, some of our friends are feeling very energized, like they could run around and move a lot. And some of our friends are feeling a little bit bored. Well, we'll have to find something to work on together. And a lot of our friends are feeling happy. And one or two of our friends are feeling a little bit tired, a little bit sleepy. Lots of feelings out there.
That's understandable. And we're going to start today with a very special book, and it's called 7 Days a Week. 7 Days a Week by Cynthia Platt. Cody was looking at the Kids Club calendar. Do you know what is funny? What? Asked Sandy. There are 7 days of the week, Cody said. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Why is that funny? Sandy asked. Well, there are things I do just 1 day a week, Cody said, and things I do all 7 days of the week. That's true, Sandy said. I only see my grandma 1 day a week.
Oh, I love this picture. That looks like it's Sandy's grandma. And Sandy sees grandma 1 day a week.
Friends, are there some things that you only do 1 day a week?
Yeah, I only go for a bike ride 1 day a week. And I only play my instrument 1 day a week. And I only cook pancakes 1 day a week.
Wow, that's pretty good. 1 day a week. And I go to soccer practice 3 days a week, but not all 7. What are the things that you do on all 7 days? Sandy asked. I take a bath 7 days a week, Cody said. And I read bedtime stories 7 days a week, said Sandy. Cool beans, said Cody. I read stories all 7 days too. Friends, what do you do all 7 days?
I have lunch all 7 days. And I brush my teeth all 7 days. And I say thank you all 7 days.
That's a good practice. Do you know what else I'd like to do 7 days of the week? Sandy asked. Hang out with me, Cody said. Of course, Sandy replied. That was a great book about all 7 days. And it sounds like lots of you read books all 7 days.
Yep, lots of our friends are nodding, and lots of our friends practice their counting all 7 days.
And do you have a place at home where you can do the reading and counting? Some people call it a workspace.
Oh, is it a quiet space maybe? Maybe it has a table or desk or somewhere to sit and somewhere where we can do our counting and our reading. Yeah, I think I have one of those spaces. That's my workspace.
And our friend, Teacher Aimee, is going to show us how to make a workspace. So should we all say hello to Teacher Aimee?
Yeah. Hi, Teacher Aimee.
Hi, Teacher Aimee.
Hi, Caroline and Sophie. Hi, friends. My name is Miss Aimee, and today I'm going to show you how to make a workspace. But first, do you know what a workspace is? Well, a workspace is a place where you have all the materials that you need to learn so that you can focus on your schoolwork. Just like when you're in your bed, you focus on sleeping, and when you're outside, you focus on playing. When you're at your workspace, you know it's time to focus on learning so that your brain can grow. Well, are you ready to get started? Let's go! Okay, as you can see, I've already gathered a lot of materials to help me learn. And what you can do is grab an adult, walk around your home, and gather anything that you think is fun to learn with. For me, I love learning by drawing and coloring, so I grabbed a lot of writing utensils like pencils and crayons, which are my favorite. Then I got lots of things to write on, like scratch paper of all different colors, and a notebook. I also included my favorite book so that I can practice reading. Maybe you have a favorite book or even a whole bookshelf. And I also have a clipboard. And on my clipboard there's a schedule so I know what I'm doing each day. And I also have worksheets. Maybe your teacher is sending home worksheets or you have an adult at home who's printing them out. Then I found a few extra things that can help me learn. I have my tablet, which I can use to practice on Khan Kids or learn with other educational apps. I have a whiteboard so that I can practice drawing different letters and then erase and try again. And lastly, I found this magnifying glass that lets me look at things really close up. I can practice being a scientist. Okay, well, as I'm looking at all of my materials, I'm thinking I kind of have a problem. There are a lot of materials, they're taking up a lot of space. I can't leave it here all day, and I don't even have room to actually do my schoolwork. So what I'm gonna do is put all of my materials in this basket. So you might have a basket like this, or you might have a shoebox or some other container. Anything will work. In my container, I noticed that I have 1, 2, 3 parts to my container. And this part is really big. I have a part that's medium sized, and then I have this small part down here in the corner. So let me start by trying to fill my small part up. What is small that will fit in there? Well, these crayons are really small, so they'll probably fit. Let's see. Oh, perfect. And then the pencils will probably fit in there too. Let's see if the paper will fit. Oh, it's a little big. Let's move up to the medium part. Oh, that fits much better. And then I'll also try to put my notebook in the medium part, and maybe even my magnifying glass. And then all that's left is this big part in the back. Well, my whiteboard's big, so that'll fit back there, and so is this tablet. Great! Well, now I have all of my learning materials in one spot. So what I can do is I can take this basket around and I can set it down on a flat surface like a kitchen table or a desk in my room or maybe even the floor. And I know that because I have my basket out that this is my workspace and now it's time to do my schoolwork. I'm ready to learn. Well, that's it. Thanks for helping me make a workspace. Maybe you'll make one at home too. Back to you, Caroline.
Thank you so much, Teacher Aimee, for showing us your workspace where you can do a lot of reading and counting and probably even art projects too.
Yeah, I really liked when we saw all the counting though. Do you have any more activities about counting that we could do and we could try out in our workspace now?
I do have some activities, and let's start with a video of Peck counting because he loves to count.
Great!
Help me count to 7. Let's count my balloons. And remember, the last number you say is the number of balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7! I have 7 balloons for my party! Oh, look! There's a number 7 right there! I can't wait to show my friends!
Peck loves to count. Should we count his balloons?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You counted 7 balloons. Let's count some more.
Which frame has 7 dots in it? Friends, do you know? Can you count those dots? It's this one.
Yeah.
Cool beans. This frame has 7 dots.
Oh, now we have 3 frames. We have to find the one with 7 dots.
I counted the first one. It's not that one. I think it's the middle one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Super! This frame has 7 dots. Follow the recipe on the notebook to make a smoothie. Press the green button when you are done.
Ooh.
Put 7 pieces of orange into the blender.
All right, we have to count. 1,
Drag ingredients from the shelf into the blender.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Ooh, it's blending.
Yep.
Great! Make a smoothie by following the recipe. When you finish, press the green button. Put 5 more pieces of watermelon into the blender.
See, we have to put 5 more because there are already 2.
Make sure you have the right amount of ingredients.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that make 7, friends?
Yeah.
Yummy! I can't wait to try this smoothie. Now you try tracing the number 7.
And if
Ooh.
you have a piece of paper, you can also draw the number 7. But
You can draw it in the air as well.
there we go. That's right.
Great! You traced the number 7.
And now, can we find all the flowers with the number 7 on it? There's 1.
7. 7. 7.
Are there any more?
Yeah, I think there's some more in the top row.
Oh, that's right.
7.
Great job!
All right, friends, that was a lot of counting up to the number 7.
It sure was. What else? Do you know any of our friends who have been doing some counting or doing some craft or doing some show and tells?
Well, we've received a lot of mail lately, and I found out that a lot of friends are watching Circle Time and also drawing some of our characters.
Oh, wow. Well, let's look at some of those.
So this is Elise, and it looks like she has drawn one of our favorite friends, Cody.
Wow, great job, Elise.
And we have another Cody here. This one was from Veda.
Oh, I like this one, Veda. That's great.
And we have a little Rhea that Jack sent us.
Oh, Jack, that is really, really cool. I like how we can see Rhea's nose and Rhea's mouth.
And the right color ears, the blue ears.
Mm-hmm.
And Imuna sent us Rhea as well.
Oh my goodness, this looks like it could just be Rhea, doesn't it? Wow.
I like Rhea's expression and her stance.
Yeah. Stance is the way she's standing. She's just really does look like Rhea.
Imuna has been doing a lot of drawing. She drew Peck
Whoa.
and Sandy as well.
Wow.
Thank you for teaching me how to draw Peck and Sandy.
Wow. I think she was saying, thank you for teaching me how to draw Peck and Sandy. That's our pleasure. We love showing you how to draw things.
We have another drawing of Peck from Parth. I think he colored this so nicely with so many different colors.
Yeah, and Peck's looking out the side of those eyes like Peck does, and yeah, that looks very much like Peck to me. Great job.
We have another Peck from Veda.
Oh,
Also looking to the side again.
yep. That's great, Veda.
And Sandy.
Ooh,
Oh, the eyes are so expressive.
yeah.
And we have Olo here with big ears.
Oh, wow. That's a great Olo.
This one's from Petra. Thank you, Petra. And we have this drawing from Shiori, who drew Olo and Peck. And the sentence at the bottom says, Olo and Peck are eating breakfast. And what do you see in this drawing?
Well, I think that we can see Olo, the elephant, and Peck, the bird, and they have, let's see, a flower on the table in a vase, and some orange juice, and they each have a plate of breakfast, and I think there might be some pancakes and maybe some fruits.
And it looks like they're both thinking about something too. There's a little thought bubble, and it looks like they're thinking about a piece of smiley toast.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's some French toast, or yeah, it's very smiley, that toast.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Shiori. And we have one more from Vithi, and let's see, this is County Fair. Let's listen. I think there's a county fair here set up that Vithi made. Ooh, that looks like some kind of ride or a slide. A roll. And if you look carefully, you can see Peck down there. And Sandy on the side. Rhea in the back. Maybe even Cody and Olo.
Oh, the characters.
Great. Well, thank you so much, friends, for sharing all of your creations with us. We'd love to see more too.
That's right. And maybe you could draw your workspace, or you could even build it out of some old boxes or little things that you find around the house. And then you could show us how you made your workspace for counting and reading.
Ooh, I would love to see that.
Me too.
Yes. Well, it's time for us to say goodbye for now, but we've loved reading and playing and chatting with you today. And we will see you next time. Goodbye for now from Caroline, Sophie, and the Khan Academy Kids team. Bye-bye.
Bye, friends.